forebottom. No, I think that's a fish. Yep. Ooh.
He's a fighter.
Don't want to fight me.
That's a good one.
Hey! Check it out. Catch some fish. Now unload the kayaks to get them in the big water here. Looking for walleye.
Oh, you're good.
Bit of a rush.
I do love how they fight you a little bit more.
Oh no! Snagged!
Get Out is brought to you in part by Chippewa Trading Post, Tamarack Health Food and Gifts, Living Green, Giving Green, and Chris Ruley Group. When you need them, they'll be there.
Hi, can I get the fish and chips, please? Thank you.
Check it out.
Very healthy option.
All right, we're just past Harmony Beach. We're on our way to White River tonight. We leave on the train in the morning, and it looks like we're kind of driving into quite a big storm here. It got awfully dark very quickly. So hopefully we can get through the weather tonight and have a nice weekend. Made it to White River for the night. We only hit a little bit of rain on the way up. We are going to crash for this evening, getting up bright and early tomorrow to catch the train up to Esnagi Lake. Good morning. Hearty breakfast for the fishermen. All right, our train is here. The gear is loaded. I've got my rod and my pack from the trading post, and we are off to Esnagi. I'm gonna go see if I can drive the train.
I'll trade you. I'll go fishing.
You want to go fishing and I'll drive the train for the weekend?
Yeah.
I'm a conductor now. Official conductor now. We're bringing the groceries with us to the lodge, but we're not going to need any of that because we're going to catch lots of fish for supper. We made it, we're off the train, got off the train in the middle of nowhere, on the side of the tracks, but our guide is here, the boats are here, we're getting loaded up, and we're ready to go to the lodge. To Marmac Lodge. This is Max. He's going to be hanging out with us for the weekend. We're going to head in for our first lunch and then we're going to hit the lake and catch the fish. Let's go, Max. This is us?
This is it.
All right.
The Cadillac awaits.
Now, if you're going up to Esnagi, excellent place to fish. A lot of good reports for fishermen that have gone up there. You're going to get northern walleye. Could be anywhere up to 4, 6, sometimes 8 pounders, but usually it's 16 to 18 inchers. You're going to get fantastic northern pike fishing as well. They're perch in there, and in some of the lakes nearby, there's one lake in particular where you can go for brook trout. A good rod and reel to have for that sort of a combination is a medium, and we're going to give you one that's not quite too pink.
Oh, okay. Subtle pink.
It's just a subtle pink, and it's a medium action rod and reel. We'll load it up with line, probably 8-pound test is what you'll need for all around fishing for the pike and for the walleye, which are going to be your primary targets when you're up there. And Esnagi is a fantastic place to fish, fantastic. We're going to put one of the best lines for using up there is Shaylan transoptic. The advantage that it has is that you can see it above the water, but it disappears in the water. So you'll be able to see it. A lot of times with walleye, you'll get the bite, and what you'll end up watching is the bump in the line before you actually feel the hit on the jig head. So we'll put this line on for you, Berkeley Transoptic.
We are at Lead Point now, looking for walleye, and Ken was telling me on the way over that the key to Esnagi Lake is to keep moving. There's a lot of structure down below with all of the points and islands, and we keep moving, and once we find those fish, we will be all set. I just made my first donation to Lead Point.
Hopefully tonight it lies down a little bit, and we'll see if the fish start turning on. There's a lot of good holes right close to the lodge, that's for sure.
We've moved to a third spot here. We are just behind the sandbar now, and I've got a good feeling about this one.
A little calmer.
Yes, definitely a little calmer in here. A little warmer.
A little warmer for sure. Oh, it's a pike.
It's a pike.
It's a pike.
Watch him do it, Shaylan.
All right, he's right there.
There you go. Caught him on a jig. Let him go.
It's pretty basic what you can use for pike. The old red and white Daredevil is excellent, and also the Fire Tiger. Those are two good choices.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites. That's made by Lucky Strike, and it's an excellent. It's like a 5, they call that one the 5 of diamonds. And my ultimate for pike is this one here. It's called the Walleye Assassin, and it's just a super producer for pike. And it's so simple. We use a jig head. I'll set it up for you.
Okay.
And we use a jig head with it. Walleye will hit this as well, but it's easy to release the fish.
When it comes to hunting and fishing outfitters in Northern Ontario, many would say that Marmac Lodge on Esnagi Lake is unsurpassed. We're here with Ken Johnston, who is the owner-operator of Marmac Lodge for 21 years now.
That's right.
Ken, tell us a little bit about the history of Marmac.
We bought this lodge in 1972, and I am the 3rd generation to run it, and so we've been doing this for almost 45 years now.
Can you tell us quickly, what does an angler expect to experience when they come up to visit Marmac?
You get everything. It's a full resort. You get, if you want, we can prepare all your meals. We have people to take care of your cabins. Top of line boat service, and on top of that, we have fantastic fishing.
There he is.
Right now, minnows are working better because the water temperature is cooler. As the water temperature gets warmer, Leeches work better a lot because if the water's too cold, the leeches will curl up on the jig and it won't be a nice ribbon like it's supposed to be. But and then eventually stop using leeches because they stop trapping them after a certain point too. They only trap until like the 1st of July or so. But anything you get after that is all just stored leeches. And then they're only available till the middle of August, and you go back to minnows and worms.
All right, we got a fish on here. I think he's just a little guy. Oh, not too bad.
He's pretty good size, I think.
He's not too bad. Ah!
Come here. It's not too bad.
What's kind of the time of year that you guys are operating up here? I know you do the spring fishing probably a little more and then hunting in the fall. How long are you up here throughout the year?
The opening day of walleye is the 3rd Saturday in May, and basically walleye is kind of king up here, so we come in for that. So anytime starting around May 15th or depending on when opening day is, and then we go to about the 1st of October. And then sometimes I do a rifle moose hunt here as well. That's a little, is that a nice one? Oh.
All right, I've got another one on here.
That's a bigger one.
There we go. Hey.
That's 19 inches. 19-inch walleye.
Number 3.
Pretty important item to have, especially now the bugs are bad. We've had a wet spring, late spring as well, so the bugs are horrendous. We're getting reports from the guys out there, it's pretty terrible. So you're going to want to wear a bug jacket and some bug dope as well. So Muskall's one of the brands that we carry here, but there are a lot of brands out there. There's also other brands that are more natural. They don't have the DEET product in it.
No, I think that's a fish. Yep. Ooh!
He's a fighter.
Wanna fight me?
That's a good one.
Hey!
That's a real nice walleye. Look at that.
There we go. Should we measure that one? Do you think he's longer?
He might be. Let's see. This guy is about 19 inches.
You get to go back. All right, we are back at the lodge. We have our limit of walleye. It was a little bit rainy and a whole lot windy. Totally worth it though. We're gonna go and have some dinner and then we're going back out for more. Now, typically on Esnagi, we're fishing for northern pike and walleye. There's other lakes around here, though, that you can take anglers out to fish. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, we have, besides Esnagi Lake, which has walleye, pike, perch, and whitefish, you can also fly into other lakes. We have a top-of-the-line trophy lake trout lake, as well as a brook trout lake that you can access as well.
It's the mom and the baby. Just a little guy. You go get bigger. Tell us your favorite thing about being up here at Marmac.
Oh, I just love the scenery and meeting all the people, and some of the people I meet are some of the most interesting people I've ever met. And it's just a fun place to be.
Excellent. What's the farthest you've ever had somebody come up and stay and fish or hunt?
Last year I had a guy from Scotland. He actually worked at Scotland Yard, Germany, all over.
Excellent. So you guys are, you can say that you are world renowned in Northern Ontario.
That's right.
We're going to pack it in for today. Thank you to our sponsors, the Trading Post, Tamarack Foods, and Chris Ruley Group. A very special thank you to the staff and crew at Marmac Lodge and the White River Motel. I'm your host, Shaylan Spurway. Until next time, get outside and play.
coming this season on Get Out.
It is a little nerve-wracking if you're afraid of heights. It is absolutely beautiful out here. We are out on the big water.